Hi everybody. I hope you're having a good Saturday so far. I don't know about you, but my week was pretty scattered, or it left me feeling pretty scattered. When I did my own practice this morning, it really helped to settle my mind, and so I hope that's how this practice can also help you today. So this practice, as well as the next 4 or 5, will be quite similar to the one we did in the last class. And the idea for that is that through repetition with the sequences and the asanas, you'll become more familiar getting your body into the poses and to then get deeper into the poses. And as the focus you need to use to get into the poses becomes less, you can then start to focus on the other aspects of the practice, the more energetic or mindfulness components of the practice. And so hopefully as you do these sequences more often, you can connect more to your breath and to your mind and your experience of being. So each class I'll incorporate a few new poses and also leave a few poses out, but generally the sequences will stay consistent. I've put some links for music in the chat. The NTS show that I've put in there this week is called Calm Roots. It's with a DJ called Alex Rita, and a lot of ambient calming songs that will hopefully be a nice companion for your practice today. Great, so that's all to say for now, and let's just get going. So let's start by coming to a comfortable seated position on your mat. And let's just take a few moments stepping away from all the things that we feel that we need to do. I always find myself trying to make the most of my weekend, which often means running around or working my way through a to-do list. So for this practice, let's just put all that to one side, find some stillness. Find some peace. Starting to connect with your breath. Feeling your chest rise and fall. Okay, now that we're all here, let's start by extending the legs straight out in front of you. Making sure that you have good contact with your sits bones on the floor. So we'll be in this seated position for the first 10-15 minutes. So if you struggle to find comfort in this position, then feel free to use a wall for back support. in order to relieve some of that strain. So let's start our joint movements with our toes, clenching the toes outwards and flexing them back towards you, outwards and inwards, outwards, inwards, continuing to breathe, outwards, inwards, and outwards, and inwards. And let's move on to our ankles, so pointing the whole foot away from you and flexing it towards you. And again, maybe you find a rhythm that works better for you. Aligning your movements with your breath. Exhaling out. And inhaling in. And let's start with joint rotations in the ankle. So rotating the ankles in a clockwise direction to begin. And the other direction. Wonderful. So now that we've done our ankles, we'll move on to our knees. So holding the leg from the hamstring with the forearms and sitting with a straight back. We'll inhale, extending the leg up towards the ceiling. And inhale and exhale, bending the knee back down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Inhale, up and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And let's go to the rotation. So rotating from the knee in a clockwise direction. Exhaling on the way down. Inhaling on the way up. And in the opposite direction. And back up. And now bringing your shin so that it's parallel with the floor. Bringing the foot either into the elbow or you can hold it with your hand. And starting to rotate from the hip back and forth. We'll do this another 10 seconds. And release. And keeping the right knee bent, let's do another hip rotation. So bringing the bent knee up in a circular motion and rotating from the hip. Doing the same thing for the hip that we've done for the ankle and the knee. Maybe one more time, and then in the opposite direction. Continuing to breathe. And release, shaking out the legs. And we'll move to the other side. So holding the left leg from the hamstring, we'll inhale, extending the leg upwards, and exhale, down. Inhale, up. Make sure when your leg is up that you're flexing your foot towards your face and really keeping your toes active. You should really feel quite a good stretch through the calf and the hamstring. And exhale down. Inhale up, flexing the foot. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And rotating from the knee, starting off in the clockwise direction. Exhale on the way down. Inhaling up. And in the other direction. One more time. And bringing your left shin parallel to the mat. Again, either holding your foot with the elbow or with the hand, as feels comfortable for you. And let's start to rotate. We'll do another 10 seconds. 5 seconds. Okay, and release. Keeping the left knee bent, let's do the hip rotations with the left leg. So rotating from the hip. Continuing to breathe. And the other direction. And releasing that leg straight back out and shake the legs. Coming into a butterfly position. Again, making sure you have good contact with your sits bones on the floor. Starting to move your knees up and down. Continuing to open up those hips. And now increasing your range of motion, bringing your knees up higher and closer to the floor. A few more breaths. And slow down. And coming into a comfortable seated position, bringing the arms up over the head. We'll do finger clenching. So on an exhale, clenching your fingers as hard as you can. Inhale, extending the fingers outwards. Exhale, clenching. Inhale, extending. Exhale, clenching. Inhale, extending. Exhale, clenching. Inhale, extending. And rotating the wrists. And changing directions. Continuing to take deep breaths. And bringing your hands to your shoulders. We'll start shoulder rotations. So bringing the elbows to the front and up. Inhale and exhale, bringing the elbows back and down. Inhale, front and up. Exhale, back and down. Inhale, front and up. Exhale, back and down. You should feel a really strong opening throughout the whole front of the chest area. One more. And let's change directions. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, front and down. Two more. Wonderful. And the final joint, the neck. So inhaling, dropping the right ear to the right shoulder. And exhale, back to center. Inhale, left ear to left shoulder. And exhale, back to center. Keep going at your own pace. Remembering to never overextend your neck. Be gentle with these stretches. And let's go forward and back. Exhaling, dropping the chin to the chest. Inhale, extending the chin up and back. Exhale, chin down. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, chin down. Inhale, chin up. And let's rotate in a clockwise direction. Continuing to breathe. Let's go 5 times in the clockwise direction. And 5 times in the counterclockwise direction. Okay, that's all of our joints. So let's move on to energy activation. This one should seem familiar. Rowing the boat. So with the legs straight out in front. Let's start by extending the arms up and over the head, and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, back and front, back and up. Exhale, front and down. Inhale, back and up. Exhale, front and down. Really extending your back downwards towards the mat, and then forwards towards your legs. Getting as much range of motion as you can. These are the energy activation poses. So you should feel some engagement with your core as we start to build up the energy in our bodies, and go a bit faster a few times. Okay, and now changing directions. I always somehow end up at the back of the mat by the end of these. So move forward on your mat if you need to. Inhale, backwards. Exhale, fold forwards. And maybe go faster for a few times. Okay. And coming to lay on your mat, we'll do some cycling. Hatha Sun Salutations. So before we do the cycling, let's grab our right knee and hold it into the chest and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. And the left knee into the chest and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Bringing the arms to the sides and bending your right knee. We'll start cycling at quite a slow pace. We'll do 20 at this pace. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then go a bit faster for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and let's go in the other direction again, starting off slowly. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Good job. Release your legs. And extending your arms up and over your head. Oh, stretch out your abdomen. Make your body as long as possible. Oh, getting rid of any tension from the cycling. Taking some deep breaths. And sitting back up. We'll do some seated twisting. So bringing your feet to the width of the mat. And grabbing the right toe with the left hand. You can also grab your ankle or shin or knee, however is comfortable for you. Keeping the back straight. Extending the right arm behind you and hold. And taking some deep breaths. You should feel a really good twist through the abdomen here. Okay, and switching to the other side. So grabbing the left toe with the right hand. Extending the left hand behind you. Spreading out the fingers. Keeping the energy flowing through the fingers. And breathing. And switching back to the right side. We'll take a few breaths. And back to the left. A few breaths. And we'll do it in a dynamic way. So switching back and forth quite quickly. Maybe you inhale on one side and exhale on the other. And one more each side. And coming to rest. Okay, you should feel quite activated by now. So let's keep stretching out our core and move into cat-cow. So your wrists should be directly underneath your shoulders and your knees directly under your hips. And always beginning the movement with the tailbone. Inhaling into cow. And exhaling into cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. I find sometimes it helps to shift around to get all the way into these poses. And now let's move into tiger pose. So bringing the right leg up over the head as you enter cow. And exhale, bringing the knee to your chest. Into cat. Inhale, up, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. And releasing the right knee. Bringing the left knee up and back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. One more. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. So let's move from Sirsasana, child's pose, back and forth into Bhujangasana, cobra pose. So exhaling, coming back into child's pose. Inhale, coming forward into cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, child's pose, Sirsasana. Inhale, Bhujangasana, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, cobra. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And let's do one more. So exhaling and inhaling. And coming back into tabletop position. Let's do some hip activation. So bringing the right foot in between the hands, and let's just start bouncing the hips up and down. Continuing to breathe. And we'll go for another 10 seconds on this side. And bringing the right foot back, and bringing the left foot forward. Bouncing the hips up and down, really feeling a stretch in the front side of the right hip. And another 5 seconds. Okay, and now bringing the right foot to meet the left foot. And we'll start stretching out our hamstrings. So grabbing your big toe and folding forward. You can bring your feet hip width apart. And really feeling the stretch through the back of your legs. Trying to bend from the hips rather than through the back. And with an exhale, bending the knees and taking Malasana. Inhale, straighten the legs. Come back into a forward fold. Exhale, Malasana. Inhale, forward fold. Exhale, Malasana. Inhale, forward fold. Exhale, Malasana. Inhale, forward fold. And now bring your hands to your hips. And with an inhale, standing all the way up. Bringing the feet together. We'll do Tadasana, so palm tree pose. Bringing the hands interlaced over the head. And elongating the body. Feeling a stretch all the way through the abdomen. Feel as though you're pushing on the ceiling. Taking out any slouching or compression in the back. And finding a gazing point with your eyes, coming up onto your toes to make yourself just that little bit taller. Continuing to take deep breaths. And release back down to the mat. So we'll do some bending from side to side. I'll turn towards the camera so you can see. So with an exhale, going to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale to the right and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. And to the left for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. And now we'll do a bit of a dynamic Tadasana. So keeping the hands over the head, bringing the feet to hip width apart. We'll bend at the waist, and then starting to rotate in a clockwise direction, very slowly, really feeling the stretch in all directions as your palm tree blows in the wind. Continuing to breathe. We'll go 2 more times in this direction. And reverse. Two more. And last one. And back up. And release. I love that pose. Okay, now for some Sun Salutations. So coming to the front of the mat and keeping your feet together. Taking a moment to feel your connection with the ground again. To notice everything that feels different at this point in the practice. To take some deep breaths. And on an inhale, bringing your hands into Pranamasana or prayer pose. And with an inhale, reaching the arms up over the head, Asta Uttanasana. Exhale, folding forward, Padahastasana. Inhale, right foot back, Ashvasanchalanasana. Exhale, left foot back, Parvatasana. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, chest and chin down. Inhale, Cobra, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Inhale, left foot forward, Ashwa Sanchalanasana. Exhale, Padahastasana, fold forward. Inhale, front and back. And exhale, Pranamasana. Inhale, Asta Uttanasana. Exhale, fold forward, Padahastasana. Inhale, left foot back, Ashwa Sanchalanasana. Exhale, right foot back, Parvatasana. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, chest and chin down. Inhale, Cobra, stretching the back. Exhale, Parvatasana. Inhale, right foot forward, Ashwa Sanchalanasana. Exhale, left foot forward, Padahastasana. Inhale, Asta Uttanasana. Exhale, prayer pose, Pranamasana. We'll go again. So inhale, Asta Uttanasana. Exhale, Padahastasana. Inhale, Ashwa Sanchalanasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, chest and chin down. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Inhale, left foot forward, Ashwa Sanchalanasana. Exhale, Padahastasana. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, Pranamasana. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Ashwa Sanchalanasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Inhale, Knees down. Exhale, chest and chin down. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left foot forward, Parahastasana. Inhale, up and back. And exhale, Pranamasana. And take a few breaths. And come into chair pose, Utkatasana. So you should still see your toes beyond your knees. And try to keep your hand or your arms up near your ears. And your back straight. And hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now let's take a twist. So bringing the hands into prayer pose in front of the chest and hooking the left elbow over the right knee. Taking a few breaths. And switching to the other side. Keeping the knees in alignment, so don't let your right knee shift forward or your left. Make sure that they stay in a line. A few more breaths. And coming back up to standing. And making your way to the floor. We'll do a few seated positions, and then supine twist, and then it's time for Shavasana. So, with our legs out in front, we'll take Paschimottanasana, forward fold, so bringing the arms up over the head. Inhale, and exhale, fold forward. And as you go down, make sure to reach forward as much as you can. Reach, reach, reach. And try to bend from the hip rather than from the back. Taking some deep breaths and beginning to slow down. We're winding down into the end of the practice. So maybe with every inhale, you straighten your back a bit. And with every exhale, you go deeper into the fold. And with an inhale, sitting up. And we'll do the counter pose to Paschimottanasana, so bringing the hands behind you with the fingers pointing towards the body, keeping the feet together, and lifting the hips up off the mat, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. and release. So I wanted to do a quick inversion, so let's go ahead and take shoulder stand. So you're just going to extend your feet up towards the ceiling and then pushing your hips up off the floor. You can walk your hands up your back and supporting your body to take as straight of a position as you can without straining the neck. And continuing to breathe. Feeling all the blood flowing downwards from the toes. And inverting the effect of gravity that's taking its effect on us all day. And if you're able to, bringing the feet over the head into plow pose. So you can interlace your hands behind your back and keeping the knees straight. If you're not able to get your feet all the way to the floor, or if you need to keep your knees bent in order for it to feel comfortable, please go ahead. Or if you want to skip this pose altogether, feel free to come to a comfortable position laying down on the floor. And we'll meet you there in a few moments. A few more breaths. Okay, and slowly coming out of plow pose, coming into a supine position on the floor with your knees bent. And bringing your arms out to the sides. Shifting the hips over to the left and letting the knees drop over to the right. Turning your head towards the left. And if it feels comfortable, bringing the right hand to the knees. And really starting to relax. Feeling the twist through your abdomen and into your glutes. And on an inhale, bringing the knees up and shifting your hips to the right, dropping the knees to the left. Gazing over to the right, and if it's comfortable, using your left hand to hold your knees. And bringing your knees back up, extending your legs, and coming into Shavasana. Letting your breath completely slow down. Take a scan of your body. See if you can find any areas of tension. And just let them go. Observing within your body the effect of today's practice. Maybe you feel a warmth or a tingling in your fingers. And a sense of energy throughout all the muscles of the body. Allowing yourself to gaze inwards. Into your mind's interior. We'll stay here for just a few more minutes. And starting to move your fingers and toes. And your ankles and wrists. And extending the arms over your head. Pointing the toes, making your body as long as possible. Maybe wiggling the hips from side to side. And rolling over to your left side, using your left arm as a pillow. Taking a few moments. And keeping your eyes closed, pushing up into a comfortable seated position. Bringing the hands in front of the chest and rubbing them together. Feeling a warmth building between your palms. And spreading that to your face and your shoulders and your arms, your abdomen, your legs, your feet. And rubbing your hands together again. Covering your eyes. Blinking your eyes a few times behind your hands. Opening them and taking your hands away. And taking a moment to be grateful to yourself, to your body, to everyone around you, to the sun. We've had a really sunny day here today in London. So winter has postponed a bit more. And namaste. Okay, everyone, thank you for joining today's class. I wanted to mention that if this was your first class, or if you felt like you'd like to know more about either joint movements or sun salutations, feel free to do some of the earlier videos. Introduction to Hatha talks quite a bit about the joint movements, and then the Hatha Sun Salutations video talks a lot about the sun salutation sequence. So feel free to check those out. Otherwise, hopefully see you next week. You can join the mailing list by clicking the link in the video description, and then you'll find out through email about the upcoming class schedule. Okay, everyone, have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and see you next time.